Hi there, Taurus. Welcome back. This is A from High Vibes Tarot. This is your November 2022 Sun, Moon, Rising sign and Venus love reading for the sign of Taurus. Welcome back and thank you for being here. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Perhaps next month's message is the one for you. But I've always believed in synchronicity, so there must be something in here that you need to hear today. Excuse me. Speaking of something that you need to hear today, continuation of this reading is in the link in the description box below. One more oracle card for you. And you could scroll down on the same page and create your own 3-card spread there using the Star Spinner Tarot deck. I recommend that you set an intention before you shuffle. It could be, may this reading be for my highest good, or you ask the cards just one question, and just so you wouldn't see yourself shuffling it, because that's unlimited shuffle for free. You wouldn't see yourself shuffling it just so you could get the answers that you want to hear. Ooh. Too near yet too far. A series of unfortunate events. You're strong enough. That is, first thought was, you are strong enough to be where you are right now. So, 9s are all about fulfillment. I mean, you are close to your goal. You were close to your goal. But it's just like an endless mishap. An endless streak of unfortunate events that has happened in the most recent past. That is Vasilisa, I think. Her stepmother is very jealous of her, and so the stepmother is a witch, and so she sent Vasilisa. She made up she has her own narrative that brought Vasilisa to search for I think I'm wrong that it's a potion for the dying father. I don't know. But it was a setup from her stepmother. She's supposed to go to that house, a deadly house, but Vasilisa triumphed over that. So whatever you have experienced in the past, this experience is a make or break moment. It's so strong, it's so passionate. It's like a passionate jab by the universe, a passionate punch on your face by the universe that is meant to bring you down, and it is something that you have transcended or you have surpassed. I wonder what your present energy, your current. We'll do this past, present, and future, and we'll get clarification using the other deck. Oh, look at that. What a progress. From 9 of Wands, now you are 10 of Wands. Laying the burden down. Finally getting an answer to your questions. Finally choosing to tens. If 9s are fulfillment, I apologize for the background noise. During this time, the neighbors' dogs are very alive and enthusiastic. If 9s are for fulfillment, 10s are completion, finality, or perhaps there's a renewed sense of self here. There could also be a renewed sense of passion as far as this relationship is concerned. Perhaps for the longest time you are struggling with your marriage or your partnership, your relationship, your connection, and it was an uphill battle for both of you in handling one another. It's an uphill battle for both of you, and it's just like a series of unfortunate events. So perhaps you may have gone through counseling, and as a result, you are earning you're not giving yourself a pat in the back. You have a lot of accomplishments as far as this relationship is concerned. You have surpassed. I mean, perhaps for the longest time, you are waiting for that silver lining in this, let's say, therapy, in this marriage counseling, or in this couples therapy. You may be waiting for that silver lining, and right now the opportunity has come for you to reach the gate. You have seen the silver lining. While it while you have reached that gate, there's no time for you to slow down. There's no time for you to sit on your laurels. And you know that there's much more responsibility for you. I mean, you run you have to, I mean, you are faced with the risk of losing it all together. I mean, you could be worried about your person doing it again. You could be worried about yourself that you would lose that love. There's a lot of worry around here, but you know that you need to persevere and to work. Very, very Taurus. You very, very much of an earth sign, very focused. You know that you have to work hard for you to attain, or to, you need to work hard to for its upkeep, for the upkeep of the relationship. What's happening in the future? The story of this one is that I think a father was looking for his son in the forest, and it came to a point wherein he wasn't able to find the son, and he was the, it's like a Gabi Petito. Well, there's no murder, but it was in vain. The search was in vain because he already died. I'm not saying that somebody is dying. What I'm saying is that more work more work ahead. But I strongly feel that you're not somebody who would back off. You're not somebody who would shy away from this work. You're very used to working. You're very strong-willed to make it work. You run the risk in the future. One of you runs the risk of not cooperating at all, of not discovering or learning to have that proper dance with you. Okay, somebody may have been very stubborn in the past. I mean, that's a queen who knows what she wants. But what I'm picking up on as the energy is that one of you may have been very, very stubborn. This could also be one of your mom or your partner's mom is intervening in the situation, and it complicates things. Just like the stepmom witch in Vasilisa's story. Could be that one. But this could also be somebody who is very driven towards her dreams, her ambitions. It could also be you. You are very driven. You're very passionate about your dreams. You're very passionate about something, to a point that you're forgetting to listen to your person. You're forgetting to ask them some petty stuff like, how was your day? And it was contributing to that endless battle. Okay, look at that. Another queen. You could be in a same-sex connection, same-sex partnership. You have two queens here. Well, the other one is very, very passionate in pursuing her dreams and her goals, her ambitions, to a point that she is losing time for the other. The other one here is very, very brutally frank, or is very, very bitchy. Bitchy in a good way, because she speaks her authentic truth. She says things with class and sass, but she is kind of detached. I mean, if this person doesn't have time for this person is not, calls out this person quite often, but this person will not give a budge, and they would be stubborn. So this could be you and your person. These are court cards, so that could be the conflict between the two of you. I mean, you couldn't bring each other on the same page because the other is very you are both strong-willed. You have strong personalities, both of you, and it's quite challenging to arrive at a situation, at a common agreement. Like, it's hard for you to meet halfway. Okay, for the Ten of Wands here, present energy. This is you, Taurus. Very, very driven to succeed. Perhaps focused on your career. What's up? Focused on your career, focused on growing your empire. For some of you, the other person wants to have children, and the other doesn't want yet. Or perhaps you are the one who wants children, but you don't have time. You can't make time for family time or intimate time. The other person may seem to be wanting or clamoring for that vacation, perhaps. Fertility, abundance. Working on your abundance, working on venturing into new businesses, taking risks. One person in this connection seems to be very almost like self-actualized. The other person is in the process, but I mean, it's like different priorities right now, and it's taking its toll in this connection, in this relationship. More for the okay, one of you may be very condescending or perhaps very contemplative about what to do. Okay, you run the risk in the future here. You run the risk of not taking action, perhaps sweeping the issue under the rug still and not confronting it, not dealing with it. One of you would be sulking over the fact that it's not gonna happen, and one of you would sit on the thought of dealing with this issue. There's still stubbornness down the road, stubbornness and not wanting to cooperate in the future. What's up, Taurus? Both of you, you could be very, 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 very stubborn. I want to get a message. Message, please. What do you want to Taurus to do? Compassion. You see, both of these cards are still the other queens. So many feminine energies here. That's why I've mentioned you could be in a same-sex relationship, woman to woman. Look at that. These are the remaining two queens. Receptivity. Focus on the home life. This is the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody here could be smothering the other, could be asking a lot from the other. So perhaps it's, whether you're the cross watcher or the Taurus, maybe it's time for you to tone it down a bit. If you're the one who calls out the other, tone it down a bit. If you are the one who lacks time, make time for it, because this is a sign, this is a message to focus on the home life. I mean, not really focus on the home life, but think about your castle. Think about your, what brings you that, what tickles your fancy. And this one, the Queen of Cups, be more receptive to the needs of the other, be more nurturing. It was quite funny because the first two cards there are the fast moving queens. The energy is more on the head space, more on the grit, more on the passion. This one is more on the groundedness. Well, you are Taurus, so perhaps you are invited by the universe to remember who you are as a person. You used to be this kind of person, and perhaps you have given that up for your career. You may have given that up for whatever business that you are building. Receptivity, connect with your feminine energies of receptivity, empathy. Let us get what the universe wants you to know. For oracle card for Taurus, release. Oh, stop and smell the roses. Exploration. Look around you. In what ways can you practice finding the beauty in your garden? Blossoming into somebody. How can you be grateful for what you have right now? I mean, you could be calling out your person because there's a certain expectation you have for your person, or you have this vision, and you're very used to executing that vision or making those visions happen to a point that you are not receptive enough for your partner's needs. It seems like you're opposite in a lot of ways, and perhaps you are having a hard time, and you are very stubborn. So I don't know how you would really want to let go of your need to control. I mean, how can you be at peace with what you have right now? How can you channel that joy, pleasure, enjoyment of what's around you? Look at you, you're blending. She doesn't know she's a flower. She's enjoying her stroll in the park, but she doesn't know that she's a flower. In what ways can you can you unleash that best side of you, best side of that, not the dark side of the Queen of Swords there, and the Queen of Wands here. Sorry. I apologize for my words, and if I pause, English is not my first language, so I hope I'm still making sense. And I am actually sick right now, so it's hard for me to find the right words and to breathe properly. Anyway, yeah, continuation of this reading is in the link in the description box below. One more oracle card for you, dear Taurus. It's just such a brief reading, but everything is there already. I mean, there's nothing much to expand, because the queens are all there, very feminine, and full of drama, if I may say. So the continuation is in the link in the description box below. One more oracle card for you, and I hope to see you next time. My name is A, and see you soon. Bye.